Okay. Let's turn it down a little bit. Okay. Oh, that's not right. They should not be appearing at the same time. Okay. Well, cool. I'll just put them both up. Thought I guess it didn't fix itself. That's all right. Oh, okay. I guess they're both appearing at the same time. Whatever. It's good enough, I guess. I would have thought. Well, I didn't change anything, so that's good enough for me. All right. Let me get down to business. So essentially, just as an explanation, this of course is just a kind of a test stream. I'm kind of chilling here. I'm just having fun. Whatever I sketch here is like not really consequential to anything, and not that I will have anything to sketch that is, you know, anything too important. Also trying this guy out here, this my little avatar here. And that is my actual chair I took a picture of just to cut out and put in here. But yeah, essentially I'm just making sure everything's okay. And I will be checking after the stream is over. Just to make sure all the levels are all right and everything looks fine and it exports good and all that stuff, all that jazz. But yeah, no. I eventually want to stream a bit more regularly and have more focused streams. I used to stream on Twitch, but not as an artist. I did art sometimes, but there's dead silence for most of that, so I'm gonna try not to be just quiet as heck. Of course, when I get focused, it is a lot tougher to talk at the same time, because you know, brain's trying to do two things at once. So it does get a bit difficult at times, especially when I'm trying to do some quick thinking and make executive decisions as to what I'm doing. But with something a little more simple like this, I can kind of do both at the same time, which isn't too bad. And truly, I don't know how much people even want to hear me speak. If at all. Probably a little bit, right? And people who don't want to hear me speak can probably just not watch me. Not like I'm doing anything special here. But yeah, it's pretty much how it goes. And I am trying to, I guess, build an audience. So things will be, things will get better as they go. Let me just turn my mic down a little bit. That's a bit better. I think. I can't actually hear anything, but just through experience, I assume that's a bit better. I've got a compressor on it here and a lot of noise suppression here. I got a cheap mic here. Yeah, no, nothing crazy. We're just gonna be sketching and chilling out. Ooh, I think I've got a few goals for this year. Let me think. A couple of those goals. One of them is to draw well, first of all, I want to take on at least one commission this year. I've got commissions set up. I'm doing, my commissions are for, and I'm still improving on this, but I hope the quality of work that I do with each piece is good enough for someone. But right now I'm doing essentially backgrounds or environments that I'm commissioning. And I say backgrounds because that's what I assume most people would be using my stuff for. Because I don't think I'm more of an environmental artist here. I'm just making a quick thumbnail sketch of something. I don't think I'll actually sketch this out. This would be a bigger project because it'll take me a couple hours. But essentially, I really, what I want to do is I want to get out of retail. Let's see. Yeah, look at this little guy here standing here. Let's do something like that. Cool. Cool beans, but yeah. One day, I just want to get out of retail and do something I love. Even if it's temporary, just for work. But we'll see how feasible that is. Probably not very, but it is a goal. It is a goal. That's one goal there. Another goal here, just art related. That was more of a life related goal, which is I've met a few more of those than I expected to just in the past year. I think I've made a lot of improvements personally, and of course I'm going to have a lot more room for improvement, and I do have room for improvement, of course, and I will improve over time. It's just hopefully a natural thing that I gotta keep in check. But as for art goals specifically, of course I want to improve, get better at stuff, but another thing I want to get more specific on it. I want to improve not only in my line work, which I suck at incredibly. Want. Oh, no, that's also a goal. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted, but no, I'll leave that to the end. But I want to improve my line work a bit, just in case, because I want to do some stylized pieces. I don't want to go full realism. I would like to have the potential to be able to do that, but I don't think I want to. That wouldn't be really my style, full realism. I want to do a somewhat stylized, something somewhat stylized. Oh, my thing fixed itself. Let me, excuse me, move that down. There we are. I want to improve my line, improve my line work enough, and I guess I should say my sketching and just my drawing in general, where I wouldn't have to. Essentially, is a foundation that I gotta work on. But to the point where I wouldn't have to worry too much about going back, redoing, going back, redoing, going back, redoing a billion times when I'm getting further in. And as I get better, I know I'll probably still do that, but it'll be a lot less and a lot less egregious, the stuff I have to fix. But essentially, I just want to improve my actual line work and line work and stuff there. I had that totally off perspective. I don't play Zelda. I don't know if that's the right way the symbol is supposed to be oriented, or if this is even a shield from Zelda. I just decided to put an emblem of sorts that was easy to draw. But yeah. Shade it as if it was metal here. That's one thing. Another thing is, oh, sorry, just to explain why it would be drawing and not just like, you know. No, not you know. You don't know. But what I would usually do, what I used to do, and I'm getting out of that habit because it is really tough to make changes when I do this, but what I used to do is just block things out in color and kind of just work on a piece like immediately with all the colors and stuff, and just like kind of make it all. I could potentially just make it all in one layer, and like it'd be a rough kind of thumbnail that I would start with, kind of like this, but instead of me sketching this out, I would kind of just make a scene of sorts here. Let's say it is it's looking like some sort of underground tunnel of sorts. And, okay, so let's say it's an underground tunnel. And this is a brush that has like a bit of blending as well as whatever else. So let's say I'm in some sort of crystal tunnel here. I would take this. Let me just fill in this top right here. I would make something like this and immediately turn that into, like I would just upscale that and then turn it into, start working on it. But then when I needed to change anything like the lighting or the position of things, or like where I needed to figure out like from these amorphous blobs essentially that look good from here, but as soon as I upscale it like 10 times and try to figure out up close what these details are, then it became a real challenge to actually make anything worthwhile out of that. So I am working to be able to start from a sketch like this, which makes it a lot easier in the process to change things up before they get out of hand. I wouldn't as well, like, what is it? I would do like the thumbnail sketch here, clearly. And I would do a few thumbnail sketches, but I wouldn't do the same thing as I did with this, where I just upscaled it and then started making it finer. I think I've done that once, but I like to kind of re-sketch it out in a bigger way, just to get more of the placements down a lot finer and have more separation on things. And maybe I want to change the horizon line, or maybe I want to, you know, change the angle it's at. But just re-sketching again also helps me see what sticks out, what doesn't, what works composition wise and what doesn't. Like this, it's a scene. Clearly it's a scene of sorts. He's this guy up here up on this cliff overlooking a town or a city, a tall city of some, a mountain range, some clouds ish up here. Like it looks like a scene, but it's not a strong scene. It doesn't tell too much of a story, really. I've got no detail in here or anything. Doesn't tell a story, not really a strong scene or composition. Like, yeah, this guy's in like one of those like important parts here, the separation here, which I did kind of subconsciously. I could put him further to the right, and this is kind of close to the other spot here. This is kind of better area, but like they're both on the same level. They're both about the same size, even though they're different areas, you know. There's not much going on up here. It's kind of a mess. It's not a strong composition. It's just kind of a scene, and that's it. And so I'm going to work on my composition as well. But one of my other goals here after that, sorry, kind of jumping around, is I want to make some fan art. And this doesn't count. This does not count. No, I'm just doodling here. But one of my main goals here is to draw some fan art, just of stuff I like, that I haven't been able to draw because I just didn't have the skill. I have worked really hard to up my skill level, and stuff like this that I'm just casually sketching, even though it's not great, it's still far better than anything I used to sketch, or I would have sketched in the past, even while I was still streaming. And so I'm proud of myself for making it this far, and I'm gonna go even further and beyond. But I want to, now that I'm capable of a lot more, I want to expand my horizons. I want to do some fan art, and my number one thing that I want to do is I want to do Pokemon fan art. What I really want to do is I want to draw Piplup. And clearly it's a bad drawing of him, and I don't know what he looks like, or... Oh. Okay, kind of. Sorry, I have a Piplup plushie right beside me. Oh, he's got two circles here? Oh, he does. Oh, he's got a sort of this thing going on. Got a little collar. Okay, cool. Yeah. But yeah, well, Piplup is my number one favorite Pokemon. He's just a cutie in general. Piplup and Mimikyu is the second one, my second favorite. Just because he fits my what I seek is some mystery. And I do like cute things as well. Some good Coca-Cola. Hang on, taking a break. My girlfriend's mom got me, and I'm extremely thankful for it, and I'm enjoying it right now. One of those 100-piece boxes of just candy that you would give out to kids at Halloween. Like, you know, Smarties, Coffee Crisp, Kit Kat. Trying not to get the mic to catch any of my chewing right now. The Smarties are extra crunchy. Those were two of my goals, but for sure had another one. Oh, delicious. Let's see. Let me take a swig and see if I can refresh my memory. Yes, after... If I have... Oh, that's right, that's right. So, what I want to do, the main thing I want to do, besides, besides commissions, being any sort of, or source of income for me, it wouldn't be my main one, for now, at the very least. I don't think I would I have the skills currently to be able to live off of my art. But if I get enough, and I doubt I will, but if I get even somewhat close where I can just supplement the rest of it for it, but on my Ko-Fi, sorry, or Ko-Fi, sorry, Ko-Fi, not Ko-Fi, Ko-Fi. I just drank some Stream Elements. Thank you. Thank you. No, Piplup, get away, you abomination. I'll draw you properly another time. Jesus. Another goal of mine through Ko-Fi, and, you know, any commissions or any supporters or donations I have through there, what I'm doing is I'm saving up that money, and I am planning to buy myself an iPad so that I can do art on the go. Because right now my setup is I have a Huion tablet that's just sitting on my desk and it's taking up most of the desk space. Actually, I have a very small desk. Surprised I could fit 2 monitors on here. This desk is about 1, 2, that's 1 foot, 2 foot. This desk is 3 feet long, which may or may not be big to some people, but it is very small for the amount of desk space I need. Pretty tiny. Let's see. Yeah, so that's my goal eventually. Oh, sorry, let me cover this. Let's color this in here. But yeah, that's my goal for through that, because I want to, I would ask for something like this for Christmas, or I would ask my family for money to save something up like this for Christmas or birthdays or the like, but I actually am moving out pretty soon, so most of my requests were set on stuff that I would need to move out, like dishware and stuff like that, you know, the usual. And then I'd supplement the rest myself, of course. But I want to, once I get an iPad, I can double essentially, or even triple the amount I can do, because I won't be restricted to only being able to do it from here at my computer at home, because I ride the bus every day, and that's like an hour or an hour and a half, and that's just one trip, and then I have to go back, you know, so I waste like 2 to 3 hours every day on the bus. Just in general, I don't have a license, but I will eventually, I hope. Also, if I want to like chill out at a cafe and work on a commission, that would be like enough to satisfy me for the rest of my life. Like that is that is the dream. Just to sit in a cafe, oh, have a latte or something, extra sugar, and some bakery treat of sorts. Oh, as you work on a, a lovely piece, that'd be awesome. Making myself happy right now just thinking about it. But we're still far off. It's a new year, so we'll see how far we go with that. And I'm gonna keep doing art for the rest of my life, whether or not it makes me any sort of money anyway, so I just hope it does. That's alright. It's alright if it doesn't. not everything we love can support us. That's okay. Just happens to be like that. But yeah, iPad, wonderful. The main thing I'm working on right now is actually learning some anatomy. So I've seen a lot of tutorials and stuff on anatomy, and I've been doing a lot of studies, and I'm still not great at it. Like, I try my best, but there's some things that just don't click. However, recently I saw a couple of tutorial videos, and by recently I mean like literally like yesterday. I think it was last night. Oh, it was last night. That just like unlocked something in my brain. One of them is for noses. This was a cool tip, and sorry, trouble accentuating any of my words. Why did I accentuating? Is that no? Yeah, it is the right word, but not the word I was looking for. If you catch my drift. Totally forgot the word. That's okay. Let me see. But the tip I learned was essentially, let me just put this at something like that. Essentially, like this shape. Whatever you want your nose to be. I'm still working on the front facing, but let's say something kind of this, and you'll see what I mean when I kind of make it. So this sort of shape, and this is kind of the same. This is, I'd say, kind of a front-facing nose, but from above. Let's go back and see what we can do with this. I actually haven't tried this angle before, so I hope it works out. You kind of just fill in a... That seems to be going okay for now. Do I want to... Yeah, no, this is from above, so this would make more sense currently. Whoops. Something kind of like that, and this nose shapes are kind of bulbous. So it would be kind of like that, and then like that would, yeah, that connect out there. So, you know, would. Stuff like that, you know. Small tip, but that is a nose that is like from above, right? Above-ish, and then like that, the mouth would like connect there somewhere down there, and then you'd, because it's from above, you'd see more of that fruiting lip-ish, you know, and then you'd see a little bit of that front lip shape, you know. You'd probably see, because it's that brow a lot sooner, stuff like that, you know. So that was kind of like one example of that shape. Here's, let me kind of make another example. This is this would be like a kind of a top-down-ish view. So top down-ish view, kind of like that, right? It's not just a squished face, but like, yeah, may not look like it, but like we'd see less of the other parts of the eye and stuff, you know. That eye doesn't look right. That's because I didn't do it in the right spot. Let me do kind of a angled nose, kind of like this way. Let's say we want a nose kind of going this way. Let me go to that lighter blue for the sketch here. So we want something kind of like, kind of a bit more to this side here. So we kind of accentuate this little guy here, make a little bit of that and a little bit of this, just a little bit. And then this guy would be like kind of going over here. And this guy would be also a little bit ish, and this would be a bit more straight up because we're kind of going more. And you don't have to connect these parts, but I kind of like to just to feel it. And this would be the tip of the nose here. And because it comes down here a bit further, let's go kind of like something like that. Nose kind of does that. And then because it's again a bulb, we follow kind of that like that, and then we make something like that ish, right? And then we take the edge of this and we kind of follow it up here ish. Let me fix the bottom of this a bit. And this will be kind of like a kind of like that. That'd be a bit better. And this kind of connects way down here into like one kind of thing. We don't really need to draw all that. You just kind of gonna make it implied. And then because this sticks out around here, let's just draw that. I just like to draw kind of like this front nose thing here, because that kind of bulbs out here. And we have a bit on this side. This connects here. Let's see if that works. Do a little bit here. And just show that there is some nose on the other side here as well. Yeah, it'd come out in about around there. Because this would just turn into kind of like the lip part here. And that would be like a... you know. That would be kind of like a very bad lip shape here, but you know. Very odd lip shape. I'm still working on the mouth here, but essentially stuff like that would be kind of looks like a mustache now that I've overworked it, but essentially that's kind of like where the lip would line up. All right. On that sort of line there. Yeah, I just like to, I saw him do this, and it really helps with figuring out the overall actual shape of the nose, is to like imply shadows. First of all, let me cover in this darker nose here. Not imply shadow, but just kind of put in shadow. And you're like, oh yeah, this is the bottom. You could do like some halftones-ish. Like this is... yeah, this nose has some shape to it, you know. And yeah. And this would go up into like the brow here, and then, you know, stuff like that. And this would, of course, be a triangle and continue a bit further into like another brow here, which I'm not going to draw because it doesn't quite matter as much. But, you know, I'm learning. And that's just for the face. I haven't done any body anatomy in quite a while. This guy's quite funny. But let me check my phone, see if I can remember anything. Proportions are probably going to be off if I try something a little bit right now, but let's see. Something like yeah, just a standing person. How about that? Something like that. Standing person. Get them the spine. It's gonna be just, well, they're just gonna be standing. Oh no, that's right. How could I be a fool? I learned the tip that works for me to get the proportions right is to start with the torso. So the person's gonna be standing here-ish. So it's gonna be a bit of an egg shape for the torso here, just for the ribs. And this helps me find out where the bottom of the pectorals are, and also which direction they're facing. Get the spine kind of going, schmoving. This here, neck goes up to the bones, go up to here. Bones connect over there ish. Connect over there ish, so that would be about there ish. Because that would, yeah, those would be pectorals. Yeah, okay, and this neck would come up to here, or the head would actually, head would be up here and about this size ish. Size ish, because it's got the neck. And maybe head would be a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, that's a bit better. Head size-ish. You know how it goes sometimes. Its neck would be a bit thicker. I'd do this. Perhaps I made it too big now. I definitely have. That's alright. I'm still learning. It is how it is. I'll just fix that sucker here to about that size. That's about right. That's better. I think the problem is I made the neck a bit too. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Muscles would go over there to connect to basically the shoulders there, which would come up and out a bit, up and out a bit, and then come down. If we're gonna do a standing pose, just a regular standing pose, then this between the torso and here, it would usually be about here. So body would start about, I believe it was about this far. Yeah. And as for the body, has a little bit of one of these coming out. It's a bit more pronounced in something kind of like this, as long as I know where the legs start. And then I kind of just do a big, because it actually goes a bit further than where the implant hip is, Then the kneecaps kind of just, fly where the halfway point is. Something like that-ish. Something like that-ish. We're just figuring stuff out here. I actually don't know too much what I'm doing. Curvaceous. Not. Let's see, there'd be some side stuff here. Side stuff here. Yeah, yes, actually. I am getting thirsty, you're right. I'll have to refill in not too long. Something like that-ish. I can do the feet-ish. I'm not I rarely draw feet. That's another thing I would work on. Yucky, that does not fit the... that's facing that way. This should be... That should be kind of like something like that, a bit more. Something... I don't have that far out enough. Gross. I'm messing stuff up left and right. Oh, that's right. The ankles. Let me determine this. So it's that way, that way. And then I can continue from the ankle to something that more. Wow, why was it not drawing? Well, whatever. That's a bit better. Could be better. Go, go, go. Ankle would be about here-ish. Just get that heel out. Heel out there. And ankle. Yeah, that's a bit better-ish. Little clown shoe looking. Also very, very thick lower body. Abdomen would be like right here, and belly button would be somewhere here. Da-da-da-ish. Right, and then da-da-da-da, pectorals would you know, stuff like that. Connects all together. Da-da-da. And the clavicles would da-da-da, stuff like that. Because they connect up to here. Is that what they call the clavicles? Still figuring out. I know how biceps work-ish, but like still figuring out. Arm lengths I think are about here. These are relatively straight. There's kind of, and then the traps, the lats, these arms kind of come around down to here. They kind of like to be at the bend of ish, and then the so clunk, clunk, something like traps like the these like the and you know the stuff, and then and that likes to stuff likes to that's a bit low. That's a bit too low for that. It likes to kind of be around here-ish. Yeah. Whoa, that's a thick guy we got here. Look at how thick he is. So yeah, a lot of stuff to work on. Let me just point that out, just in case someone comes in and sees that and thinks I did an incredible job. I did not. I don't think anyone will think I did an incredible job. I think they'll see that it's not great immediately. And neither is there anything else I've doodled here. But hey, that's not the point for today. What I'm really... I'll figure it out, but I'm thinking about how I'm going to incorporate my learning into this channel, essentially. Like, I would want to include any tutorials that I learned from, right? as a way to help anyone else who may be watching me who is also an artist that is learning. But would I also include the part where I like watch a video, and like what if I need to figure something out like on stream and I need to watch a video to figure it out? I'm not sure. I wouldn't feel right just literally putting on a video and just watching that and then being like, oh, okay, I can do this. Like, I'm sure it's fine if I do a clip, but like when I need to watch maybe not a whole video, but like a good chunk of a video just to find what I'm looking for, then it becomes a problem, because then I'm just, you know, stealing someone's content. But I'm sure I'll figure it out. As I go. They're delicious. The coffee crisps. Yeah, because I want to not only learn, but share my learning. And hope that I can help someone else learn as well. Let's see. We'll see how it goes. Because I do at least want to, and I think I will do this, I will provide links to any of the tutorials I watched for any specific thing, because I can usually remember which one I've seen. So if I do something and someone wonders how they can do that too, I would try to have essentially a bookmark of links for the tutorials I've watched. I should open just like a Google Doc then, I think. Or maybe just even a text pad of the links to, no, it'd be a Google Doc, I think would be better. I can actually open the links to the videos that I've seen. Let's see. Because yeah, I'm sure a lot of people would like to know. Ooh, that's a gross eyeball. But it is an eyeball. And it's almost correct angle and proportion, I'd say. It's close enough. Close enough, I'd say. But yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll at the very least do that, just in case somebody asks me. I'll have a Google Doc of all the tutorials I've seen, or any, so I can just, you know, copy paste the link into the chat. If I can figure out how to use the YouTube chat on my overlay here. I wonder if I'll have to open up my own stream on another tab and just put it in there. I think it'll work. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm figuring stuff out live. That's why this is a test stream. But yeah, Sam like stuck up on like something like lips. I would want to like you know, I would feel very strongly that I would want to, like, in the moment, pull up a tutorial. And of course, if I pull up any reference, including on Pinterest, I would try to pull up any, I would try to credit my reference here. I would pull them up on screen and show the link. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff I'll have to figure out. And I'm kind of just spitballing out here. I don't know how far I need to go for some things, or if I need to go further for some things. This here, I knew I drew this shape, but this here should be extended. Should be stretched, but that's where so the lasso tool comes in handy. Oh. I want it somewhere a bit closer to that. No, just, you know. Erase all that junk. That's like only slightly better, but you know what? It is what it is. Right. Yeah, good enough. Lasso tool, very useful. The most useful, in fact, I think I would say. Not a stretch at all. I also hope I eventually get enough viewers where I can test my alerts like actually live. Actually, you know what? Let me do that now. Let me follow myself on my account here. Oh, wrong fingerprint. And this is going to give me 1 viewer, which is great. But let me follow myself here. Do I even follow? I do, I mean subscribe, sorry. I also don't know how like the VODs would work on YouTube. I don't know how to, because you can keep them on there pretty much forever as just a YouTube video. And I think I'll do that. I'll have it as a separate like VOD category, but I want to, would unsubscribing and subscribing work? Okay, so I unsubscribed, down to 1 subscriber, I think, and then now let me subscribe. Let's see if that did anything. Okay, doesn't look like it did so far. I know I have the alerts on and ready. They are here. Yeah, nothing popped up, so I'll just, yeah. Okay, I think it has to be for every new subscriber it would do that. Which makes sense. It was the same for Twitch. You can't just, yeah, well, I wish it, well, no, it would be annoying if someone unfollowed and refollowed, and, you know, that's probably why they did that. But hey, it is what it is. Oh. One thing I always struggled with drawing, and this was greatly helped by me doing more studies of 3D forms, was rocks. Like of course I still struggle with rock, but like I'm a bit better at creating more rock-like shapes now than before. That wouldn't work there. That works a bit better. Kunk. It's a weird rock on a rock kind of situation. This would be like 1 rock. Let me delete this. delete. Okay, let me just erase this. Let's make it a little bit better. Let me just yeah, it's kind of one rock here. Rocks be like, ooh, ooh, rock. This would kind of be more like that-ish. Gotta keep the planes a lot more simple as I go. Get a convincing rock. 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 Yeah, so it's the rock happening. You know, it looks very confusing and a jumbled mess, and this is too rounded for how much angular stuff I have going on here. Let me do that, and let me do that, do that. Still kind of looks like a rock on top of a rock. That's okay. Let me do that. This. Now it looks like a rock continuation-ish. This is a mess over here. Let me fix this. Let's make it something like... Let's make it all be one thing right here. Let's get rid of this separation. Just a little chip in the rock. No, let's get rid of that. That's better. So that would be more of a flat plane. We'll get rid of this. Not get rid, but improve upon it by creating a bit more angular and simplifying any sort of complex connections into more flat angular planes. So this thing clearly is let's make that appear as if it is another layer of sorts, and we want that to connect down to essentially right there where it will become one thing right here, which it sort of will. Let's see, this comes up this guy comes here and becomes something like this. It's an angle coming out of here. Like that-ish. Even that will become sort of like the, you know the drill. You know how it goes sometimes. This one, kind of like that. Something kind of like that, yeah. Something like that. So imagine it goes into more of that. Is this part still confusing? Let's fix that. That's why. We made a 3D form here. We did not add any sort of separation to it. Ish. Yeah, it's still not great, but it's good enough, I'd say. Oh, water. Hang on, let's see how far apart those messages are. 20 minutes? That's viable. Viable enough. I won't have any, I won't have any of the chat showing on the stream in the VODs. That's what I've decided. Let me simplify that a bit. Actually, let me round that in a bit. Just to fit the shape of the form here. And kunk, 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 kunk. This is what the consensus seems to be here. Kunk. Yeah, you know, I'm figuring stuff out. This is a mess here. Something's not right here. And I think I'd just get rid of that whole thing. Except, boom, there we are. Fixed. And boom, fixed. Ish. Fixed ish. Hmm. Mm. Mm-mm. Let's get rid of that altogether there. You know. No clue what I'm making here. So much, all this struggle is just on a rock. I don't think I've really figured out rocks quite yet, but you know, I'm working on it. I've improved greatly from where I used to be. Used to just, this is a rock. This is a rock here. This is a rock. Boom. Yep, definitely a rock here. This is what a rock looks like. Yep. That's a rock to me. Let's say the light is coming from this way, just for fun. So this would be good. Good, this good. Okay, so all, of course, the darkest planes here. Anything on this side would be immediately cast into shadow. This thing would be... Let me make a big chunk there. Yeah, that's a bit better. This side would be... So that would be cast into shadow-ish. That would be cast into shadow-ish. This would be sort of cast into shadow-ish. This would be kind of cast into you know. It's tough to keep things from being boring shapes or just very confusing. It's a skill that I have not fully built up yet, but I'm working on it. Working on it. And it'll be there eventually. It would help if I had some reference, I think. Right now I'm just kind of going in blind. And I'm making a mess. This is why reference is important. I think light. Let's see. Let's see. It's looking good. Yep. I'd say this is pretty good. Not really, but I'd like to dream of a time where this looks like utter crap to me, which it does right now, but rough. Yeah, no reference, you know the struggle. It's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes. Oh, it's been a very tiring week. Look at where we've been. Look at all that stuff. I guess that first little segment was more of a get to know me. Oh, and how you pronounce my name? It's Jabingart, right? Built off of Jabinga plus art, Jabingart. I pronounce the G. Jabingart. Gart. Jabinga plus art goes for yeah. Yeah, I think that's my signature there. And I hide that in some pieces. Not some pieces, I had it in every piece that I upload from now on. I just, not from now on. Now, I put it in every piece that I upload. I used to put nothing, I didn't even sign any of my artworks. Not that they were greatly important, but like when I drew like that first portrait of ugh, way too close there. What? That's way too close there. There's something like oof. We'll drew that. Big ass clown shoes. Not what she wears, but you know, or like these big ass clown shoes aren't what she wears. But you know, when I first drew the character, SpongeBob legs, that. Yeah, not what she wears, but this is Sammy here essentially, but except Sammy's first design here had that like hair, which does not work for her current character design, which I could show you right now, but I am too lazy at the moment. I will show her another stream because I am trying to get better at drawing in general, but also trying to draw. I guess she's not I guess, she quite literally is my, what I would consider my OC or original character, whatever, whether people like their abbreviated term better or the full thing. But yeah, my OC. She appeared in my dream one day. Whoops. Actually, I wonder if I can just pull up Twitter here. I could. Let me pull up Twitter. I can provide an example. And it would be okay because it's my Twitter. Let me see. And I am calling it Twitter, not whatever. Not whatever this is. Yeah. Twitter, bird. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Dropped an empty can. Whoops. Don't know if anyone heard it. But yeah. 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 Twitter. Yeah. Chirp, chirp. Twitter logo is hard to draw. Unique, though. Unique indeed. Such a goofy ass. What is this? Fetus. This is an embryo. Alright, hang on. Take a minute. Oh, yeah. I am taking a 10-minute break right now. I'm just scrolling Twitter. Ish. Let me pull it up on, here. This is me. This is my profile. This is my Kofi. Got 0 messages. Well, I do have one, but it's between me and my friend. Yeah. SoundCloud, YouTube, yeah. About 124 following. Pretty good. 10 followers. It does go up every now and then, but I keep, I bring it down because it's usually just bots. Easy stuff. So let me just, oh yeah, look at this. I ate this. It was delicious. This is when I did rocks a little bit better not too long ago. The stacking plates method. Just kind of made this up. It seemed to work for the moment, right? It works for bigger environment stuff. Especially this kind of stuff. Look at that. That worked out decently well. This final product, not the greatest, but it was not too bad. This here was an okay part of the step. You can look at that on my Twitter as well. Did this for my cousin. Spent far more time on this cat than this one, so it looks way better. And neither of them look like her cats, to be honest. They just look like cats. But the one I gave to my cousin is printed out and I actually signed my real name on it. It's the whip. That's me trying to draw cats. This is Sammy. I do little animations of her sometimes. Like when she was sneezing. Oh, that was when I test positive COVID. This is the thumbnail for the stream. This is the only... This drawing was so quick and short. This is the only drawing I did that was thumbnail worthy. That was under 2 megabytes. So that's what I used. Oh, I got the mushroom book. Where did that come from? This here, I love this frog here. This is one of my, like, I'm proud of this piece, like, greatly. I did this one in 8 hours. It's incredible. Which is sad that I did this one in like 20 something hours instead. And it was 100% just because of the cats. God. Whereas this took me like maybe a couple hours. Max. Oh, and I did start with the sketch on that one, so that sketch itself took like maybe a half hour. Not really. Well, kind of. This one? I do like posting the speed paints, but no matter how long a project is, Clip Studio Paint will shorten it down to 30 seconds for the speed paint there. I wish I had different settings for that. I'm not sure. Perhaps there are. This one, I rendered some things good and some things not as good. And so I don't really use it as much. Like some stuff looks good if you look at it. But a lot of it, just the whole overall thing, the base of it looks messy, but the rendering looks good. And that's what I want to fix. I want to have a solid foundation that can go well with the level of rendering I'm at. These are my egg studies. Nothing crazy. But I did not color pick anything from the left. And that was the point of color studies. Oh yeah, pomegranate. I'm a fruit devourer. Occasionally. Oh, yeah, that pissed me off. This sucker here. This is when I tried to... Like, it's not terrible, right? But this is when I tried to just go off of what was a thumbnail sketch, like that crystal cave thing I've got here. Sorry. It's kind of like what I did here, what I explained here. I started with something like this, and then I upscaled it, and I ended up with... Whoops. Yeah, don't mind that. I don't know if you can even see that. Can you? Yeah, you definitely can. No, you can't. My chair's covering it up. Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. If you knew what was behind this chair... Ah, that'd be hilarious. Anyways. And this here in the middle is just Hero Forge. It's for something else. It's good for character design. But yeah. This was done using that, basically upscaling a thumbnail sketch. And then not really knowing, like just having a lot of amorphous detail that didn't really fit anywhere. And I just kind of had to make stuff up, and some stuff didn't turn out, or most of it didn't turn out, and some stuff did. Whoops. That's sort of compressed. That's me. This is me. And in case you're wondering, for this avatar here, I completely redrew this and turned it into this avatar. I kind of drew it like 4 times. But I did not just take this and cut it out and then make it into an avatar. Which I totally could have if I figured out how to, but I completely redrew it. Oh, nice ball study. This first one was great. The rest, but good. Yeah, they're pretty much the same. I did all those separately. On the same layer, too. What was it? I should have made the sky darker at the horizon. Whoa, I love this one. This one's great. I was playing a lot of, oh, what is it? I think Sunken Sea, or... No, what is it? No, Sunless Sea. Sunless Sea. I was playing a lot of Sunless Sea, which has very much this color palette. My coffee and my tea. These are my vibes. These are exactly what is here. Oh, it's the spelling errors. This is a concept. The bird, largely unchanged. The big guy, the little guy, definitely changed. Oh, this is me. That's a song. It's me playing. Oh, there's me again. Oh, Kane. I screwed up on this one. It should have been an extra panel here. I could totally fix that now, but that's what happens when you zoom in and you don't pay attention to the bigger picture. You miss a lot of details. This one is great, although the saturation way too low, especially on the background. Background foreground is like I was allergic to saturation, especially on the background. If I did just a black background, that would have been so much better. Or like a different color. Definitely just a black would have been great. What do you mean? 0 concurrent viewers? Hang on. Me when I'm still here and it says 0. Oh. How's that? There. That works. Okay. Oh, this one. I just like doing this. This is fun. The wood on this, I loved seeing that come together. And the handles, I think I did the best on the handles here. More than anything else here. This was tough. This was kind of fun. The wood on the handle is my greatest achievement. That's me at work. This happens all the time at Tim Hortons. So annoying. This is... I love this one. I did it a while ago, but I love it. And the fingers are not great, but overall the shape of it, I'd say this is a very nice picture. And I am selling this one on my shop as like a wallpaper. I do want to eventually make that into a print, because I would totally put that up in my own room. Oh, this one got like so much engagement. People like this one a lot, which makes sense. It's a simple setting. It's very cute. Bright colors, good contrast. I did some good stuff here. And then my frog got like 0 engagement because it's not cute enough, apparently. Apparently. Oh well, that's Twitter. Did some pixel art way back. I'm doing a full tour for what really needs to just be, this, beautiful. For what needs to be, wait, look at this. I was figuring stuff out through references. Not properly. A lot of stuff needed to be fixed. That was an old one. This old one. Oh, okay, we're getting there. Loud. There she is. Sammy. Hey there, Sammy. This was her first iteration. This is exactly how I saw her in my dream. But sorry. Hair had to go. Because it was too hard to draw. Although, I could potentially do it now, but I don't know if I want to keep the hair. Because I have a different... Let's just see what's on my home feed. Oh, this is extremely dangerous, because There's some stuff that does not... Ooh, there's some very upsetting stuff, and also just stuff that is not appropriate to be seen online. Oh, wah, 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 wah. Biggest wah, wah. And no. Alright, that's enough Twitter. You gotta say that sometimes, you know? Just enough Twitter. Enough Twitter for one day. Let's see. Oh. Tumblr. That's right. Tumblr. Twitter is... Stuff is going whack. And I don't know how things are going, but a lot of people seem to like both Blue Sky and Tumblr. Two places that I do not know how they work. But I'm learning Tumblr because it seems a bit more easy and it's been around forever. And a lot of people like it. So I think I'm trying to catch up. Catch up to that. Catch up to that there. If only. If only I could draw. Uh, Yeah, I wish I could draw more cute things better, but that takes a bit more planning. Yeah, it is what it is sometimes. No, trying my best with Sammy, but rabbits are tough, especially when they are like this. You know how things are. Cute stuff is tough to draw. But yeah, that's basically Sammy. Did I say not canon over here? Yeah, perfect. I just had to make sure. Big ass clown shoes. Yeah. No, no, wrong sound. Wrong sound effect. Oh, dog's bark. Not sure why. Yeah, fun stuff going on here. This is again, like, not every stream is going to be like this. I will probably be like this. I'm not a very... Oh, I do drink a lot of coffee and have caffeine all the time and have a lot of sugar. But unless there's a lot of people talking and I am responding to every single one of them, then I'll be pretty much at this pace of talking. Like a decent amount. Like I'll be talking a good chunk when I feel like it or when I'm explaining something, like I am right now. But when I'm really focused or if I'm just kind of thinking about a doodle, like I just was, like I was thinking about what to write here and here and whether or not I should do these, then I'm going to be a little bit quiet, but I will come right back to speak again. Scary bad anatomy over here. Ugh. I used to... draw swords all the time. Just, you know, design them. Because that's what I liked. I liked swords. Stuff like that, you know. Swords were relatively easy to draw. Handle, blade. He's far too big. You could just pretend they were a blueprint for something. Whoops. The wrong one. I'd like the rounded look a bit more. A bit cleaner. Rounded-ish. You know. And that needs to be perhaps just a straight edge. And maybe we'll give it a more of a one of these. Little bit of visual interest. Although compositionally, well, let's not worry about it. Let's just get that ended over there. You'd want like a curve and like a straight edge. Well, it is straight enough, I'd say. You want an interesting side and a not interesting side that accentuates the interesting. Let me clean this up here. So essentially, boom. Fun, easy sword design. And just to make this make sense, we'll give this a rounded backside, which feels like there's a lot of weight, forward weight on this. So it should have something to offset that. Something about right here. How about a gun? Just for fun. You know how it goes sometimes. If it's not fun, why are you doing it? And then we can make a sort of chamber here. And if we're too lazy, we can just extend the... Whoops. Just extend this handle just down a bit. And then we can, you know, just do something like that. Easy. Easy peasy. Just had a revolver on here. Ish. Let's cut into this a bit. Let's clear that, and then well, if I have a curve here, I might as well make it a little bit more obvious. And straighten this out a bit. I don't know why I'm taking this so seriously, we're just fooling around. I literally just put a gun on the back of a sword. Like, I know this is something like straight out of God Eater. Although God Eater would have it a little bit better. More than a little bit, they'll have it a lot better. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Accidentally kicked my mic away. Kicked the strap. Everything's plugged in. Okay. Yeah, I'm just fooling. I'm just goofing around here. And then that's what the handle would be. With the mechanism. Built in here. Let me erase some things here. Kind of like that. Something like that. I can kind of fill in here. I don't like the front of this. And why is that? Because this does that. We want this straight. Good. Right into here. Perfect. Okay. Let's fix anything down here that might be a bit awkward. Straps. Give it some depth there so we know it kind of wraps around there. You know, whatever this thing is for. And it literally looks like I just stuck a gun on it here. Which I sort of did. And let's just move that up here. Boom. Now that's a pretty stubby blade for the handle size we got there. But also just fired off around. and to the sky. So it kind of doesn't matter what we think. Oh, drink some water. Okay. Sounds good. I don't have any water right now. I should have a refill the water command. I still don't know how smoke works, but I'm figuring stuff out. You know, smoke. Definitely not this. This is very literal kind of candles got blown out kind of smoke. I want oh, I want some stylized smoke like I had before, which is not as hard as just you know. It is a gun after all. Yeah, good enough. Good enough, I say. Good enough for me. Okay, let me check on something here. Oof. I think I'll stop my stream at right about 2 hours. I wish I could have filled this page. It does really help me see back at what I looked at earlier. Kind of being able to draw while I talk is kind of, or like at least draw what I'm talking about is really helpful, because I usually try to basically do a charades of what I'm talking about, or emote what I'm talking about. Yeah. But hey, pretty neat. I've never done anything like this before, and I like it. I think it's going to be cool. Of course, we'll have our ups and downs, and by we, I mean probably just me, as I figure things out and as I navigate life, and I come back here at different stages. Of course, I want to do something semi-regularly, but with my current schedule, it's going to be very, very like that. That's going to be my activity. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then just trying to figure things out in between that, plus hanging out with my girlfriend and hanging out with my friends, and then doing stuff with family. It gets, other than just doing personal art outside of streaming, it gets the amount of free time I have just to stream and the motivation I have isn't always going to be there, but I think I will come back to it for sure. It's good stuff here. It's very nice, very relaxing. I hope someone else can be, you know, I hope I can relax someone else, potentially. I know it says it has 1 viewer, but that's just me making sure my stream is all right, just on my other YouTube account. Don't tell YouTube though. I don't think that's something that I like. I know Twitch didn't like that, I think. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how lenient they are anymore. Ooh. You would not be able to guess what order all of these were in unless you watch the stream. I think it was pretty fun. I think 2 hours is a good limit for something like this where I'm just goofing around. If you try to go much longer, the energy really wanes down. I don't know if that's... No, that's not quite the right... The energy dies down as it goes down. As it goes on, sorry, not as it goes down. So I think setting a relatively short limit is a lot better. I tire out a lot more quick, a lot quicker, since I'm both talking and doing a little bit of art. You know. You know, how it goes. Yeah, I get tired a lot quicker when I'm talking. I just don't have much energy or social battery in general. And art takes a lot of brain power, just to do. You know, goof, goof, goof. Which is pretty normal. It's all my processes are running. But I think I'm doing good so far. Yeah. Essentially that. A lot of brain power happening when I do art. And when I'm talking, that's twice as much. That's literally twice as much. I wouldn't be able to draw as much, even if I was, even if I was like doing a whole piece, I wouldn't be able to draw for as long as if I wasn't talking. But hey, maybe as I speed up my process, I can do like quicker concept stuff. And it's probably what I'm going to do is either just a sketching sessions, concept stuff, studies. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. A lot of art related stuff, a lot of learning stuff, specifically for me to learn. But if someone else learns something from what I'm doing, then that's great. And that's wonderful. And I hope it happens. And if not, that's okay. I'm here anyways. Just because I hope for a positive outcome doesn't mean it's going to happen. But I am still going to set up the conditions so that it has the potential to happen, at the very least. You know. And perhaps I'll set an example, and someone will be motivated. And that's even better. Because teaching someone something is easier than inspiring someone to do something that they want to learn. Two still very tough things, but one is far tougher than the other. I don't have the charisma to pull that off, and I don't have the technical skill and the know-how for a lot of things to really teach anyone anything. The most I can do is regurgitate what I learned from people better than me, which is, I don't know why I said it like that, but like, which is everyone. But like the people I learned from, regurgitate things from the people I learned from, which are all YouTube. High school art class, terrible. Not great at all. Probably because I'm not a great teacher, but that's, yeah, you know, it wasn't great. Not that it was like it was terrible in the sense of like education wise. It just didn't teach me anything. Ooh, I'm just noticing how good the pen in my hand looks for my avatar there. I didn't like really look at a reference for that, or that's not even the pen I have. That's a completely different pen design. What the heck? Ooh, I misremembered what my own pen looked like. That's all right. But like, that's looking good from over here. But that's I just drew that in. Damn, I did a good job. Cool beans. Anyways, I think I've done as much as I feel like doing tonight. Yeah. There, that's better. Boom. Stream end. Jabingo. Yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much it for me tonight. Whatever time zone you're in, or whenever you happen to watch this, have a good time, and I will see you for another good time later. All right.